Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'll do a quick weekly recap here. I have 20 charts for you. And yeah, let's get right into it. As always, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and as you know, everything that I say is my personal opinions, and you shouldn't take it as financial advice, but you know that obviously. Okay, go silver. Let's look at silver. Right now we are on the 8-hourly because it gives a bit more detail. But currently, all we are looking at is this inverted head and shoulders, breakout, fell back below again, and now we are into some, um, let's call it a bull flag, but it's an expanding formation here with the center line going here, and we are back above the neckline. Very good, very, very good. Let's go to the 1-hourly. As you can see here quickly, we need to get above this white resistance line at around 24.2. And then I think we are going for the big retest here at roughly 26.0. Okay. Gold, similar thing. As you can see, let's zoom out here a bit for you guys. Big. We had a wedge here. You can see bearish. We broke down. But actually, right now, we are sitting. We broke out of the blue wedge here, and we just have to break the white trend line here and get back into the wedge. So gold has a bit more work to do compared to silver, but still, it's okay. Obviously, we don't want to lose the lows coming across here at around 1935. So yeah, Bitcoin broke our 25,000 level, 25,300, as you can see here. Excuse me, I'm tired, excuse me. Broke down here and went right back up. Actually, that's very bullish, to be honest. In some sort of flag here, so it can go either way, I think. But Bitcoin doesn't look too bad, to be honest. URA, I'll go to the weekly because this is a weekly recap. As you can see, we broke the golden trend line, and on the daily we have retested the golden trend line from the top, from above. As you can see, breakout, retest, and we want to take out this high here, the yellow, at 23.26 roughly. This is textbook breakout, retest, amazing, I love it. URNM, as you can see here on the weekly, we tagged the upper golden resistance here, and we retraced a bit. And if we go to the daily, we tagged it and retested this bear flag from the top, and now we're bouncing again. Very bullish, but obviously we need to take out 36 before we can celebrate anything. 36 for URNM is the one you should be looking for. You can clearly see it here. There it is. When we clear that, it's open skies. Open skies. urnj, the juniors, similar thing. We broke out on top of this kind of weird formation here, but anyways, it is there. Breakout, retest, resumption, still looking fantastic, looking very, very good. URNM, let's zoom out here. We now closed above for the first time the golden double parallel channel, as you have seen on my show here. And yeah, looks absolutely, there's nothing wrong with this chart at all. At least not for now. It looks amazing. We have broken the two big resistances, and now we're fighting this top here. And then next up is the all-time high here at 20 point something. Lithium, look at this bad boy. Let's zoom in on this pattern here. It's just insane. Still squeezing, still squeezing. Big weekly candle going up to the upper, as you can see here, the upper trend line. It looks like a breakout. So we will probably have a breakout, retest, and then boom. Lithium looks like it's onto something big here if we can push it a bit further. Amazing. We have oil. Let's look at, excuse me, oil. There it is. Nothing much has happened. We're still, in the shorter term, we need to get above 75, as you know. We have a bit of a weekly hammer here, which is nice, but to me, it's all noise until we clear this level here. And yeah, until then, all is in a downtrend, no doubt about it. But a weekly hammer candle, I will take it any day of the week. Let me just remove this shorter time frame stuff right here and that one right there, as you can see. Big weekly candle on the dollar downwards, closing at the lows. The dollar looks very weak here, both on the weekly, probably also on the daily. And now I think we are targeting this one here, which is the big one, 100.8. And I think when we clear that, it's ultimately going down to below 100, and from there it should cascade. So the dollar bulls need to find some sort of momentum within the next 2 months or so before, otherwise we will break this white one. The silver miners, still what I'm looking at. Big inverted head and shoulders, neckline here, big of a fake out, and now we are in a bullish channel here, waiting for a possible break. We don't want to take out this low here at 25.5, more or less, because that often invalidates the right shoulder, and then the neck, then the big pattern here is often negated. So we want to hold the low here, and we want to break out to the upside. XLE, looking quite good actually. As you can see, fake down here, and now we're back into the wedge. And often when you come into the apex of a wedge and you get a false breakdown, that's typically, what many people will call a slingshot to the upside in this case. Or if you get a false breakout to the upside, you slingshot down again. So this is very constructive, but obviously we need to take out the upper trend line here before we can celebrate anything. XME, the metals and mining ETF, big weekly candle breakout here. I love it. We still have the overall head and shoulders, which we need to look at, but I think given this breakout here, that we will slowly grind our way to the top of the right shoulder. And as you saw before, we need to get above to negate this big head and shoulders here. So yeah, obviously this week was very good. I like it very, very much indeed. Similar to XOP, we have the lower trend line held, as you can see, 5 times actually. That's quite impressive. And now we broke to the upside. So so far so good. And obviously we don't want to see a fake out and then a slope down here. But for now, it is bullish. It can turn very quickly, but this is actually quite nice. XOP looking decent. And also, if you want to play this, again, it's not financial advice. You can buy here the breakout or the retest right now, and then the stop will be somewhere in this area here. And yeah, oops. XLF. This is the financial sector, the banking sector. I want to show you how sick it actually looks right now. These are the highs. You can see the long-term trend line here, the white one coming all the way across, right? Major level at around 30, roughly. Let me zoom in here, weekly. So we had the COVID lows all the way up into a squeeze here, and then we came up, and then we retested the big level. And as you can see, we went into this pennant here, bearish squeeze, came down again, the banking crisis hit, and now we are in a bear flag. And if this resolves to the downside, we will break the 30 level, which will be very devastating to the chart. Also, we will go all the way down to 27. So this bear flag is very, very important for the banking sector to negate. It really needs to get back above here. Otherwise, as you can see, the damage to the chart will spill into many years, in my honest view, many years to come before it can break back above again. So yeah, that doesn't look good. But what does look good is the squeeze in the solar ETF. Look at this long squeeze here. And if we can get a move higher here, absolutely amazing. Obviously, we are very close to breaking down as well. So the apex is coming. The apex is coming. You can also see the big 15-year long inverted head and shoulders right there. So I think we could dip down and maybe slingshot higher, or we could just break out right away. We'll have to wait and see. But it does look good. It does look really good. TLT, the 20-year Treasuries, you can see the COVID highs here. This is where the entire current financial system died, in my view. And we broke down from the channel here, breakdown, retest of the lower bound, all the way down, and now we are in a flag here. So we want to have it to go higher, obviously, because then rates will go down. But if it cannot hold this, if it cannot break out here, then obviously we're looking for much lower much lower values in this ETF. And I think if we break to the upside, as I just drawn here, if we break to the upside, we will go all the way up here to 125, 130 maybe. And then we will see a big rollover, and then you will have destruction, you can say. The hydrogen, let me show you here, actually quite bullish, to be honest. We had the fake out here. You can see the squeeze or the channel downward here into the smaller squeeze coming here, and then we popped. Let me go to the daily. So we had the big breakout here, and now we were resisted. And I think if we can get a slope down here, that would be absolutely amazing for hydrogen. So yeah, but until we break out, it doesn't even matter. But for now, it's constructive to say. Oh, this ratio, the uranium spot price divided by nat gas. Nat gas has been on a tear, as I have mentioned, like a week ago. That nat gas looked very, very good, and I think this will be a breakdown where nat gas will start to outperform the uranium spot price. And I don't think it is that the uranium spot price will go down. It will be nat gas outperforming to the upside. So nat gas looking really good here. If it can break down and take out this low, then nat gas will do I don't know, like 100% or so, easily. Last but not least, one of the biggest ratio there is, so most important, the gold to silver ratio. You can see it. We had the smaller head and shoulders here. Breakdown, retest, resumption. That's also why silver is up today, because the momentum is down in this ratio. That's why silver is outperforming. And yeah, this is where we are. I want to show you one last thing if I can find it quickly. So don't leave. Please don't leave. There it is. Is it here? Do I have it? Yes. This is a chart that I posted on Twitter. Let me just quickly explain it for you guys. This is the big run up. So this is the silver to gold ratio. So you want this to go up. So what I've taken here is this move up here, pasted it, I copied it, as you can see here. And we had 4 highs. You can see them there, and there, right? And then we had the long pause, the 2-year pause with 1, 2, 3 lows. And look what we have here today. From the COVID low, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3 lows here. This is very similar to this. I'm just saying that when we break here, gold and silver will take off like a rocket ship. I'm not gonna lie. This looks absolutely amazing if we can break the golden trend line right here, or in the coming weeks or months, whatever, it doesn't matter. But these two, in my view, are very identical. But again, no party until we break the neckline, or the trend line. Anyways, cheers. That's all I had for today, guys. Have an awesome weekend, and we will see you next week on Twitter and on YouTube. So stay safe. Bye.